When I say dub poetry, yeah, it's like dubbing that Chaucer, that Shakespeare, that Longfellow.
Dub poetry is poetry which makes a priority of foreground.
It's a whole process of dubbing.
Make sure that you're aware of
It's dubbing in the rhythm.
a particular musical beat coming through the poetry.
So when the poetry is recited without any musical accompaniment, you can hear the rhythm. It's dubbing in the dramatic element into its presentation. It's dubbing out unconsciousness. It's dubbing in consciousness.
The poetry partners, it seems, well with reggae music and capturing that lyrical aspect of it.
It's dubbing against the system.
We trace dub back to African oral tradition, right? The rhythmic life of the word, the heartbeat, the core of it, the griot, the comedian, the teacher, the preacher. We had, very fortunately for us, in Jamaican society, we had the figure of Louise Bennett, who took the Jamaican language, which in that time growing up, and during the colonial time, was looked down on and associated with ignorance in the lower class. And she had the opportunity to go to the London School of Drama, work for BBC and all of that. And she did not step away from the language. In fact, she brought it with her. And she rose it. She brought it to the level of an art form, which is part of what dub does. It uses everyday speech and stylizes it into this artistic kind of form. So you're absolutely right. I mean, dub poetry, part of its intention is to disrupt, traditional discourse. It is to call attention to whole life that's been ignored, that's happened.
The mother of Jamaican poets, which I think is responsible for all of us, is Louise Bennett. That woman who come out of the cultural nationalism of the 30s is of great interest and has great value to the Jamaican people right now.
Me no like Kingston at all, and me not going to go back there. The one more week me spend there, crosses take me, One day me go down King Street, and me going to one store. Me think them call it Enterprise, but me no feel so sure. Me stand up about the place, look on everything. So tell me, see one pressing thing, and me hear the sinting ring.
When Louise Bennett began in the early days, was she revolutionary?
Was she revolutionary?
Yes.
She was.
You all are revolutionary poets. I don't think she was.
I think she was revolutionary because she was taking and she was doing an anti the establishment, moving away from
that is something different.
The only thing that was revolutionary about Ranella was her choice of language.
The choice of language.
But she wrote in the same the form of the poetry was the iambic quatrain, which is an English literary style and form.
You all the
but she wrote in the Jamaican language.
Are doing is dialectical material, revolutionary material. As far as I remember, Louise Bennett.
The specific use of rhythmic emphasis in the metric flow of the lyrics with some amount of repetition or use of refrain with addition or combination of drums and or other sound effects and or music or musical instruments. This form usually expounds Jamaican content in social issues, problems and or a lament, especially on emotional matters.
What is dub?
What is dub? What is dub?
What is dub?
What is dub? What is dub? Dub, dub.
What is dub? Dub, dub.
Dub poetry is poem done to the rhythm of the drum, which goes back to African liberalization.
Liberalization.
social issues and political issues. Political issues. Political issues. Political issues. The delivery of dub poetry is chanting speech with pronounced rhythmic accentuation and dramatic stylization of